Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mike Sweeney. I'm the Director of Veteran Services for the town of Swampscott in the city of Lynn, and I'm here to welcome you to the Swampscott 2025 Memorial Day ceremony. I'd ask you to please rise as members of VFW Post 1240, 1240 Auxiliary, the American Legion Post 57, DAV Chapter 64, and Swampscott Scouts join us up here to lead us in the pledge. And as we're coming up, I think they deserve to be recognized. The Girl Scouts, Junior Brownie, and Daisy Scouts of Ocean Bay. I want to thank you for being here, along with the Boy Scouts and the Cub Scouts as well. Jeffrey, you want to start it? You want to lead us? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. It's now my pleasure to introduce Swampscott's own Scout Myers with the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
One more time, I want to say thank you to the leadership and the membership of our veterans organizations and our scouting programs and the youth programs in the community for everything they do and for taking part in today's program. Thank you. I'd now like to call forward Alex Panos from the Captain Jennifer Harris Marine Corps Legion Detachment 1302 to lead us in prayer.
Thank you, Mike. I thought it appropriate today to give a Native American prayer. It comes from the Cherokee. I give you this one thought to keep. I am with you still. I do not sleep. I am 1,000 winds that blow. I am the diamond glints on snow. I am the sunlight on the ripened grain. I am the gentle autumn rain. When you awaken in the morning's hush, I am the swift uplifting rush of quiet birds in circled flight. I am the soft stars that shine at night. Do not think of me as gone, I am with you still in each new dawn.
To begin the program, I thought it might make sense this year, as we have in past years, to cover down on sometimes there's some confusion for people, and it's well-intentioned, people don't know, the difference between Veterans Day and Memorial Day. And I thought one way to, one thing I've read that spells that out very well, what Memorial Day is about, is a proclamation from our governor, Maura Healey. So if you indulge me, I'd like to read that here now. A proclamation. Whereas while the nation was still recovering from the Civil War, people in cities and towns across the country gathered to honor the soldiers who gave their lives, celebrating the first Decoration Day. And after World War I, the nation came together to honor those who had fallen in the service of their country, renamed Memorial Day, the last Monday in May. It is when people remember and honor the memory of all the men and women who fought and died in all of America's wars and conflicts. Throughout our country's history, thousands of Massachusetts residents have fought in wars and conflicts to defend our safety and our way of life. Their legacy and patriotism and dedication to country is an inspiration to all Americans. It is appropriate that all Massachusetts residents remember the bravery of those who gave their lives so that their sacrifices serve as a reminder of the cost of freedom. Therefore, I, Maura T. Healey, Governor of the Commonwealth, do hereby proclaim May 26, 2025 to be Memorial Day and urge all residents of the Commonwealth to take cognizance of this event and participate fittingly in its observance. And if I could just say, to add to that, Memorial Day is not only a time for remembrance, it's a reminder of our shared responsibility. It reminds us that freedom has a cost, and that unity requires effort, and that the values we cherish must be protected anew every generation. Which is why, what I love so much about this community and this program is so much of the youth that take part. So it really, because that intergenerational responsibility is taking hold here in Swampscott. So thank you very much. So over Memorial Day, as we place flags, speak names, and bow our heads, let us do so with gratitude and resolve. Gratitude for the lives given and resolve to be worthy of their sacrifice. Our first speaker today is Acting Town Administrator Gino Cresta. This whole week, last couple weeks, I think you've noticed it's been raining. Of course, I'm going to come out of this with a sunburn today. But even for people not like me who have to put on sunblock to light a candle, the last couple weeks have been tough. We've had a lot of different scheduling changes to be able to make the cemetery and honor our veterans. As you see here, every veteran's grave in the cemetery has a flag on it, and in large measure, we wouldn't be able to do that without Gino Cresta and the crew from the DPW, so I want to say thank you to them. And for any of you going down Monument Ave today, has anyone been down there and seen all the flags? That's the second year we've done that in partnership with the Military Friends Foundation. Those flags are up for a few more days in honor of those who've made the ultimate sacrifice here in Swampscott and around the country. And once again, Gino and his crew were there to help us get it done. So one more time, I want to say thank you to the members of the DPW, and I want to introduce some of our, before Gino comes up, introduce some of our elected officials that are here with us today, along with Gino being an acting town administrator. And you'll hear from some of them later. Jenny Armini is here. Thank you, Jenny. Representative Jenny Armini. From the Select Board, Mary Ellen Fletcher, David Grishman, and Select Board Chair Katie Phelan is here with us today. Thank you, Katie. And we were talking about those flags up there. I want to say thank you. Chief Archer is here and Swampscott Police Department. I want to say thank you to both the fire department and the police department for being there yesterday to help us make such quick work with that. Thank you. So again, that was a long preamble, but once again, I want to say thank you and introduce our acting town administrator, Gino Cresta.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here today as we come together to honor the true meaning of Memorial Day. As interim town administrator, I am humbled to stand to you to remember and pay tribute to the brave men and women who gave their lives to the service of this country. Their sacrifice is the foundation of the freedoms we enjoy, and it is our duty to ensure that they are never forgotten. Today, we reflect not only on their courage, but on the deep cost of the liberty we often take for granted. These heroes came from all walks of life, but they shared a common commitment to something greater than themselves. As we honor their memory, may we also renew our own commitment to our own community, to each other, and to the values they died to protect. On behalf of the town of Swampscott, thank you to all who serve, to the families who have sacrificed, and to every resident who continues to honor the legacy of the fallen. May God bless Swampscott and the United States of America. Thank you.
It's now my pleasure to introduce Gail Bastrak for our first musical selection, America.
Please join me in singing this beautiful song. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountains, majesties above thy fruited plain. America, America, God shed his grace on thee and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea.
And I'd now like to call forward State Representative Jenny Armini with some remarks. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Senator Creighton is doing his very best to get here. Our hardworking senator has 6 communities, and so hopefully by the time we're finished, he will be here with us. Until then, it is a privilege to be with you this morning to once again commemorate those who gave the last full measure of their devotion. Ironically, by remembering their deaths, we find our own renewal and our own resolve to move forward through life's battles, big and small. This year marks 50 years since the fall of Saigon, a moment that closed a long, painful chapter in our nation's history. 3.1 million Americans served there. Some of you are here. More than 58,000 service members died, roughly 300,000 wounded, 833,000 suffered PTSD. Many veterans attest that some of the toughest battles they fought occurred right here on American soil. There was no hero's welcome when they got home. Instead, they were met with protests. They were spat on, they were discriminated against. The loss of their friends and fellow service members haunted them. "I still have nightmares," one veteran said. Interestingly, PTSD was not officially recognized as a mental health disorder until 1980. These service members came home to little support. Yet, their suffering was a catalyst for change. The VA system has been modernized to include better mental health services, caregiver support, and expansion of benefits for those exposed to Agent Orange and other toxic substances. In Massachusetts, we have the most generous, compassionate veteran services in the country. I am so proud that the legislature passed the HERO Act last session, the first comprehensive update to these services in 2 decades. The Vietnam generation has served our country on 2 fronts, in Southeast Asia, then, and here at home now. Their impact, your impact, will be felt for generations of warriors and civilians. There is no question that the challenges faced by Vietnam veterans have resulted in a broader awareness of mental health issues and better health care for all of us. In Tim O'Brien's famous book about Vietnam, The Things They Carried, he beautifully captured the all-encompassing burden of the veteran. "They carried the sky," he wrote. "The whole atmosphere, they carried it. The humidity, the monsoons, the stink of fungus and decay, all of it, they carried gravity." We're here today to remember those brave servicemen and women who gave the last measure of their devotion, to thank them and to thank all veterans who carried the sky. Thank you.
I'd now like to call forward Swampscott Select Board Member David Grishman.
Good morning. Before I start, I just want to thank everyone for coming today. This is absolutely the most important thing that all of us will do today, and it's great to see so many kids here. So I want to thank the scouts and the parents and the guardians of those scouts. Thank you. Today on Memorial Day, a tradition dictates that the stars and stripes are raised briskly against the wind to the top of the staff and then solemnly lowered to the position of half staff, where it remains only till noon. The flag is then raised to full staff for the remainder of the day. The half staff position remembers the women and men who gave their lives in service of their nation. At noon, their memory is raised by the living who resolve not to let their sacrifice be in vain, but to rise up in their stead and continue the fight for liberty. Never forget. From the American Revolution to the global war on terrorism, more than 1 million American veterans have made the supreme sacrifice. They died so that we could continue to cherish the things they loved: God, country, and family. That's why we're gathered here on Memorial Day, to honor the memory of our fallen warriors who have given everything for their country. Today we honor not only the soldiers lost, but the families of those lost, for you bear such a great burden that only you can comprehend. We are grateful for the support you gave your soldier so they could carry out their mission of protecting the rest of us. It is our responsibility as citizens of Swampscott, citizens of the Commonwealth, and as Americans to remember the nation's brave fallen men and women, whether they died on foreign lands in the heat of battle or after a lifetime in the uniform. Never forget the men and women who know all too much the cost of our freedom, for their service to this country is the greatest gift of all. They do it to provide a strong national defense, to keep America safe and secure against those enemies who would destroy our American way of life. Memorial Day is not about picnics and parades, though there's certainly nothing wrong with enjoying and celebrating our American way of life. But what Memorial Day is about gratitude and about remembrance. The reason that there is a Memorial Day, the reason that we are gathered here, is to remember those who gave their lives for their country and helped make our way of life possible. They are truly the guardians of our freedom. And on behalf of the entire Select Board, we remember those who made the ultimate sacrifice. And I thank you for inviting me to be a part of this ceremony. God bless those deployed in harm's way, which provides the rest of us the opportunity to enjoy this beautiful day in our great nation. God bless her through these challenging times, and God bless each and every one of you. Thank you.
I'd now like to call forward Gail Bastrak with Amazing Grace.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found. Was blind, but now I see.
We're blessed to have with us here today so many veterans and Gold Star families. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention two that are here with us every year. Ray Harris is here with us, father of Captain Jennifer Harris. And along, yeah. And here today, Jackie Raymond is here as well, mother of Specialist Jared Raymond. At this time, I'd like to ask Jackie Raymond to please lay a wreath in honor of Swampscott and America's Fawn. Please join me in a moment of silence. Please rise. Please be seated. To conclude our program, Gail Bastrack will now sing God Bless America.
This is such a beautiful song. Please sing along if you'd like to. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with a light from above. From the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans, white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
If I could get another round of applause for Gail, she woke up this morning not feeling well. She's pretty heavily medicated right now, but I think but she's a professional, and I tell you, she always adds so much class to our events. Thank you so much, Gail, not just for this year, but for every year you do this. Thank you. This concludes our program. Please feel free to remain. And again, I think before we go, if you want to look at all of our veterans that are here, if you have a friend or a family, please take a moment to look around, say their names, and remember why we're here today. And over the weekend and into the week, please feel free to go by on Monument Ave and look at those beautiful, beautiful flags. It really is something to behold. It's a beautiful location for it, but what they represent means even more. I want to thank VFW Post 1240, who has invited everyone down to the post for a collation following this program. And before we go, I'd like all the veterans that are here today to please stand if you can. If not, raise your hand, please. And one more round of applause for our veterans that are here today. Thank you. So I was always told to end on a high note, so thank you very much. We'll see you soon. Thank you for being here, and I really do. Thank you so much for the community for coming together like this. Thank you.